So the Guyanese Critic is coming to you from Region 6, where Vice President Jagdeo is delivering on promises made by President Ali as it relates to grants for the fisher folk.
So we are even doing that to help people at the bottom who want to build. A lot of these things are taking place. So your assistance here today, it should be seen in that light. We have a bid to the cost of which we can compensate fully, but it helps with that, and it also helps because we've had a tough time with what's happening offshore. We found that a lot of fresh water now with the rainy season. I'm told by some of the specialists when it goes into the sea that it changes coming down from the rivers. It goes into the sea and so it changes the mix of the water, and that causes the fish to migrate, not oil and gas. Not oil and gas. The fish don't run away because of the oil and gas, but because of the salt nature. And when you have all this rain, that constant flow, it flows out into the sea, coming down the rivers, the fresh water, it changes the salinity of the water. And there it affects the movement of the fish and all of that. But we gotta live through that, we gotta work through it, and we gotta make sure that people have alternatives. Now this issue with Suriname. So you've heard the minister. What we have from Suriname is a tale of corruption, massive, massive corruption in the allocation of these licenses, and a huge attempt to profiteer on the backs of Guyanese fishermen by many in authority in Suriname. And I'm saying this bluntly today because we've been tiptoeing around this issue for a long time. We've worked with them. They have given commitments. They gave a commitment to the Minister of Agriculture in writing that we will get 150 licenses allocated to us. They reneged on that. They denied they did it, although we have it in writing, we can make it public. We made it public. Secondly, we discovered that a particular minister in Suriname is linked to many people who are controlling these licenses, and they're then renting the licenses to Guyanese. So when we expose that, because we gave the information about the people in Suriname who were profiteering, we had the intelligence and we gave it to the Surinamese authority, they then became upset because the matter came out in the public domain. And so now they continue to harass. Every time the president, up to a couple of weeks ago, the president Santoki said to President Ali, we'd allow the boats to land their catch in Guyana. Then the Minister of Agriculture seems to be more powerful than the President. He is enforcing a different set of rules. It's a ton of corruption in the allocation of these licenses in Suriname. Unbelievable. But our patience is being tested. We're going to write CARICOM on this matter. And listen, these are different days. Trinidad used to do the same thing to us. We can't ship our agricultural products. We can't get nothing into their markets. And then all the Trinidadian companies were coming here, investing here. Now they're coming to invest in our oil and gas sector. And we made it clear that you will treat our people with respect, and there has to be reciprocity, a concept called reciprocity. It means simply we will treat you the same way you treat us and our people. And so there are lots of Surinamese companies that are coming here, working here, treated fair, decently by Guyana. They're making money here, but yet their government is harassing our fishermen. So there has to be a different tactic now. We have to move away from just talking to them because it goes nowhere. We have to start playing hardball now. And it is unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. So callous. They seize a fisherman boat, sell it off quickly, harass our people every time they go there for just some measly fish that when their companies are here doing well, making money right here. So we can't take this just like that anymore. We have to escalate up this issue. We have to make sure that it's addressed differently, because all the talk, all the negotiations, all the behind the scenes commitment that they make, they don't respect anything. They don't respect a single word. You can't trust a single word that they say, even when they give you in writing. So it's time that we have a different approach on this matter. And we're going to be pursuing it differently. So today I'm not going to, as I said before, go on too much. We have a lot of other opportunities to talk to you about the challenges faced with coming into the new government. You're going to see from the time I go back to Georgetown, even before, by the time I leave here, when they see the distribution, the whole APNO will say we're giving money to the PPP supporters. That's it. They see everything not in Guyana terms, because we believe in all of our people moving forward, regardless of who they vote for in their race. That's how we work. We were helping for decades the people in Linden when because of the hardships, they subsidizing electricity. They didn't do it for the rest of the country. They will never talk about that. But you give 1 cent to farmers or fishermen, and you have farmers and fishermen of every race, but they seem to think that you mustn't give them a cent. But we don't care too much about what they think, because every Guyanese should get help from the government when they need the help. And they produce, and therefore will move forward. So they're going to complain. Ramjatan will go on television and talk about an apartheid state. We gave one organization that was supposed to spend money to help Afro-Guyanese because of the UN Decade, people of African descent. $500 million. They spent all of it on themselves, and not a cent went to any ordinary Afro-Guyanese. They don't want to even account for that now. The same leaders, they're running and hiding now. They don't want to account. Tell us how they help the ordinary man. Who got any help? If a black farmer in Maka or in agriculture ever got a cent of it? No, not a cent of it. They kept it for themselves in Georgetown conferences. $500 million of taxpayers' money. They wouldn't say a word about that, because they mislead people all the time. Mislead people. We work for Guyana. That's what the BP has always been about. All of our people, regardless of their race. And so we don't care which industry you're in. If you need help, when the bauxite workers needed help, I was president at that time. Lincoln Lewis and the others were saying that this was gold, that we had, like, it was black gold like oil here, the bauxite industry. Alcoa would never walk away. They harassed the people. Alcoa walked away, left the operations. So we lost their Araima, and that is at Kwakwani, and then at Everton. Both we lost the contracts. And when we lost the contract, they disappeared. They misled the workers. So I went to Everton here, and he came in the meeting. And because he said he's the union leader, and the workers chased him from there. And then we had to work to get another company to come. But Scotland had walked away everything, and we got Ollendorff and Russell to come. And they created the jobs back. They kept the industry going there. What happened? Before the last elections, they did the same thing. They blocked the river, they did everything. And the people just walked away, and 900 jobs were lost again in the bauxite industry. They didn't help. We had to intervene to help. We helped bauxite, we helped in sugar, we helped the fishermen, we helped the farmers, we help any industry that needs help and the people in it. So that is how we operate. And so today, I wish you well. If you have any issues, I don't know how people change checks here. You all should have bank accounts too. Everybody should have a bank account. Years from now, if the government, like if everybody had a bank account here, like every household, and when we want to, like we were giving that COVID grant, we didn't need to go house to house. You can just pay it into the person's bank account, and then they can come and collect it. So it's good for you to establish your own bank account, because in future, that will be very important. Any help from the government can go directly into your account that you own. So I hope that all of you would start establishing your bank accounts. You will get your ID cards, get your documents, that's important. ID card, a passport. If you have a birth certificate, you can get that. Get your documents, because these will be crucial in the future. That you also get registered so that your name appears on every public document. I know in the past people didn't pay too much attention to that, but it's important to get these sorted out. And those people who need help to do that, we can assist you also, because we're hoping that this will not be the end. You know, maybe later again you can get additional help in the future. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, VP. And comrades, let me hear you once again for our Vice President. And if anyone have any important issue want to raise, we have a mic here. Is anybody want to raise any issue? Yes. If personal issue, we have officers to deal with personal issue. Where comrades? Or you go use the mic over there. There's a mic there.
Yeah, so first of all, let's deal with the fish issue and clarification, okay? So we deal with any matter that you have now that you want to clarify
Any fishing matters, yeah.
on this issue, on the fishing sector. We'll come to you. You will get, please, you'll get a chance. Hold on. Just sit down. So we can deal with that first, and then we will deal with any other matter. Now, if anybody wants me to follow up on a personal matter that you don't want to raise here, I have my staff here. You have the REO for the region, and you have Steve here. Give them your name and number. A lot of people sometimes have NIS problems. Well, they have like problems with a piece of land. They didn't get back from housing and electricity bill. They got problems with the community not accessing bottled water and stuff. Give them your name and number. And then what will happen is you'll get a call from my office, and then you can explain in greater detail the problem. So all we need now is your name and number if you want us to follow up on any issue. It could be any matter, personal problems and stuff like that. We can follow up on it for you. So if anybody wants that, So let's go back now to anything concerning the fishing issue.
Anybody want to raise any issue?
Yeah, yes. Give them the microphone.
Right there, want the mic there.
Look there. Bring it. Oh, okay, all right. So, all right. Give Steve your name and number and we'll contact you. Because, so you were in the paper this, so go ahead. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, stay in touch with my office, right? Give Steve your name. Yeah, go.
Any other issue? If not,
then let's come. You get a chance now. Oh, you want it? Oh, let's come now. Hold on. Wait, hold on a minute. Let me give you the other. Oh, you got this? All right. Let's see that. Yes, it's come.
Hello? Yes, I have an issue at the workshop because when you issue this license, it's to keep at home or it's supposed to register on the boat. The name and the license number is supposed to be on the boat. I just want to know because I work in there. I say
okay, so where is the fisheries officer? I don't know. What does the law say? Where is the fisheries officer? Yeah, what does the law say?
It should be marked on the boat. But you can take a copy of the license, not the license, to take and see.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, they don't have license on the boat. No name, no license. If I have a video, one night.
What do you mean? Explain to me. I'm trying to find out. So I thought you were saying that if you get a license, right? You have a license. Whether you should keep the paper or with you on the boat and just put that on the
I just want to know if the license is supposed to be on the boat, the name and the license number is supposed to be on the boat, or just the paper just keep it.
Oh, you gotta put you gotta write it on the boat too. You gotta write it on the boat, right?
Well, I walk in, nighttime the boat. I don't see have license, neither no name, no license. And my sail is damaged a lot. I don't know who, I can't see more.
Okay, all right, but that's the law. Whatever the law is, you gotta enforce the law. You gotta put it on the thing.
Yeah, because my sail is damaged. Nighttime I don't know who.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. So.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Yeah, good afternoon.
I came from America like about 2 months now.
Yeah.
And I got medication that can cure asthma for anybody 100%. 100.
You cure asthma?
Yes.
I want to cure the Surinamese to give them some medicine there.
So guys, you're hearing the Vice President is here with Fisher Folk. I can't take this before I start. Before I lose it, I can left. Y'all don't see what's going on. So the Fisher Folk never collect the money. Right? But the man is line up. Hey, waiting outside fire, yeah? I got past a little blight. 150,000. If me get $1,000 for each one, these people here, me gonna make a good piece of money for myself. So the Vice President is on the ground and delivering on promises made to buy the President Ali on the west coast of Demerara a few months ago, whereas fisher folks were promised, registered fisher folks were promised $150,000 per person. The Vice President is trying, like how we tried with Glenn Lal recently, to deal with a man who comes up with a miracle cure for asthma. So guys, I did the end of my road. We can talk back at the next location. So we find the Vice President has uncovered not only assistance for the fisher folk, but a miracle drug for asthma by an individual who just come in from the States. I don't know if it's voluntarily or he was here, I done. I out, buddy. I out. Me enable them. Don't let me start. This is not me show. This is just me highlighting the issues and we're going on.